The Wind and the Sun. The wind always bragged about his powerfulness.
I'm strong. I can blow leaves down the street. I can blow a cap off a boy's head. I can make a little girl shake,
said the wind. He believed he was stronger than anyone, even the sun. Unlike the wind, the sun was gentle and nice. She made heat and light for people, but she did not brag about this and usually remained quiet. The wind thought the sun was weaker than him. He disregarded the sun's rays and beams of light.
I like the light of the moon more than I like yours,
said he. The sun just smiled.
Whatever you say, I still love my job,
she replied. Just then, the wind saw a man walking along a road. The man was wearing a pair of pants, a shirt, a sweater, a coat, and laced boots. The wind made a bet with the sun. He said,
I can get the man to take off his clothes by using my powers, but you can't. Do you dare to compete with me?
The sun accepted the challenge. The wind went first. He took a deep breath and started to blow freezing blasts of air. However, it didn't work. The man kept walking. He pulled his coat tighter around him and held onto the top near the collar. He even took gloves out of his pocket and put them on his hands. No matter how hard the wind tried, the man did not take off his clothes. Finally, the wind ran out of breath and gave up. Then came the sun's turn. She closed her eyes and sent hot sunbeams down the road where the man walked. The man felt very hot. He gradually took off his coat, his sweater, his shirt, and then his gloves. He even took off his boots and walked on his bare feet. Thus, the sun won the contest. The wind became sad and angry. He hid his face and did not want to meet anyone else. Seeing this, the sun gently smiled and said,
My dear friend, this contest does not prove anything. Neither of us is stronger than the other. We both have our own jobs to do. As long as we complete our special jobs, people will have enough wind, light, and sunshine to maintain their lives. That is our priority, not competing against each other.
Now the wind realized how foolish he was to have such an arrogant attitude. After that, he and the sun enjoyed their special jobs and lived in harmony. Be Brave, written by Curtis Norris. Come on, kids, called the mother bear. It's time for bed.
Okay, Mommy.
Two little bears, Jack and Lily, sang together. Then they hopped into bed. Mommy tucked them in and said, "Good night." Then she turned off the light and shut the door. Now it was dark inside the room.
Jack,
whispered Lily.
are you asleep?
Of course not.
Said Jack.
Mommy just turned out the light.
Are you afraid?
She asked in the dark.
Because I am.
Don't be afraid.
Jack replied.
Be brave like me.
You are brave?
She asked.
What does it mean to be brave?
It means I'm not scared of anything.
Jack answered.
Not even the dark?
Asked Lily with a shaky voice.
Not even the dark.
Said Jack.
There's nothing in the dark to be afraid of. Now go to sleep.
I want to be brave,
Continued Lily.
but I think there are things to be afraid of in the dark.
Like what?
Jack asked.
Like a monster in the closet.
Whispered Lily.
There's nothing in the closet, Lily. Be brave.
Jack repeated, but he was starting to feel not so brave himself.
I want to be brave. I'm trying to be brave, but I really think that there is something in the closet.
Insisted Lily.
Don't be silly, Lily.
Said Jack.
There's nothing in the...
Just then, the closet door opened and something came out.
A monster!
Screamed Jack.
Ah!
Lily only laughed and said,
Be brave, Jack. It's only Milo.
Their playful friend jumped onto the bed and gave Lily a big lick on her cheek.
You see?
She giggled.
There's nothing to be afraid of in the dark. I'm glad you taught me to be brave, Jack.
Jack laughed too, and then they all went to sleep.
The Emperor's New Clothes, written by Katie Stanley. Once upon a time, there was an emperor who loved beautiful clothes. He was looking for the best tailor to make clothes for him. Two brothers heard the news. They were not tailors, but they said they were. They were lying crooks. "We can make the most fashionable clothes," they called out loudly outside the palace gate. The emperor agreed to meet them. "We are very good tailors," said the brothers. "We will sew the most fashionable suit for you. It will be so light and fine that it will seem invisible. Only those who are stupid will not see it." The emperor ordered the suit to be made. He gave them lots of money for it. "Ha ha ha! We will trick the emperor," the two brothers said, laughing. They pretended to work day and night. In time, the emperor sent his assistant to check their work. They showed him the suit, but he could not see anything at all. He did not want to be called stupid, so he said it was beautiful. He lied to the emperor. He said they were the most fashionable clothes he had ever seen. Finally, the emperor's new suit was finished. I do not see anything," thought the emperor. He didn't want to be called stupid, so he said, "The suit is very beautiful." The emperor pretended to put on the invisible suit. Everyone clapped their hands, but he was not wearing anything at all. The emperor wanted to show off his new clothes. He walked around the city. "The emperor has no clothes," everyone thought. But no one said anything. They did not want to be called stupid. "Ha ha ha! Look, the emperor does not have on any clothes," a little boy said, pointing at the emperor. Everyone was shocked, but they started to laugh too. The emperor knew he was tricked. He was so embarrassed. He ran straight to the palace.
Little, Little Firefly. Written by Leanne Thompson. Little, little firefly, lighting up the little light, like a little star in the night, on the high summer sky. Little, little firefly, lighting up the little light, to help bird get home in a dark, dark night. Little, little firefly, lighting up the little light, to help Bunny find his carrot in a dark, dark night. Little, little firefly, lighting up the little light, to help Frog study in a dark, dark night. Little, little firefly, lighting up the little light, to help Mommy Mouse see her baby mice in a dark, dark night. Little, little firefly, lighting up the little light, to help everybody in the woods in a dark, dark night.
The Monster Under the Bed. Written by Leanne Thompson. Ken was scared of the dark because the dark hid a monster under his bed. The monster had blue fur, wide eyes, and a mouth like a dark hole. Every night, Ken was too scared to turn off the light. What if the monster came and ate him alive? One day, Ken was on his bed. Suddenly, the light went off. Oh no! What should he do? Then, Ken saw the monster by his bed. Ken was shaking. He couldn't run. The monster had blue fur and a mouth like a dark hole. It even had 2 sharp teeth. But the monster ran away. The monster didn't eat Ken. It hid behind the curtain. The monster was crying. Ken was still scared, but came closer and closer. Then he asked,
What happened?
The monster looked at Ken with eyes full of tears and cried, You scare me. The monster whispered, I am scared you will hurt me. Ken understood now. The monster was not scary at all. Ken told the blue monster,
I was scared too. I thought you would eat me.
I never hurt anyone, but I am sad because I don't have friends. Can you be my friend? The monster asked nicely, and Ken was happy to say,
Of course.
The monster smiled. He was so cute. He was Ken's special friend. But then the light came on again. The monster was gone. Sunlight filled Ken's room. Ken lazily opened his eyes. Ken looked under the bed, and he found nothing. It was just a dream. Ken is no longer scared of the monster or the dark. Monsters are not real. Even so, Ken wants to see his blue monster friend again in his dream. Twin sisters. July has a twin sister, Julia. They look a lot alike. They have the same clothes, purses, and shoes. They have the same friends to play with. They do the same homework from school. They help each other. They talk about dreams.
I want to be a doctor in the future,
July said.
Aww. I want to become a teacher,
said Julia. They go to the zoo and look at the same animals. July and Julia are not only siblings, but they are also best friends.